Hi.
Hi everyone.
It's
Crypto Weekly Analysis.
on Friday. Our today's report covers the brilliant perspectives of crypto market.
Also a little bit about Zoom.
We introduce new stocks to your attention.
And indices.
Yep, and to make it a little bit worse, so those tragic news coming from Germany.
Oh, okay. Let's start.
Yeah, let's start. So we begin with our major assets, crypto. The brilliant news are over 70% of Europeans, I believe the survey covers the Western Europe mostly, believe the cryptocurrency will exist in 10 years. Comparing to the same opinion just a little bit 5 years ago, the number is definitely growing, which means that, you know, the belief supports cryptocurrency, cryptocurrency supports belief. And they do have the right to think so, because more and more companies are introducing their cryptocurrencies, and more countries, introducing not the crypto to and blockchain means of financial transactions. Bitcoin gains strength, as well as all the other cryptocurrencies, for another harsh jump. But, well, it's just a supposition, of course. Mind, the Bitcoin is not the only cryptocurrency, and actually many of others, like Ethereum, demonstrating even greater rise for the late
Years.
for these several weeks. So there is just another cryptocurrencies which you should pay attention. Not to mention that in United States, 27 out of 1,000 retired citizens bear their savings a part or just in a whole in cryptocurrencies, in bitcoins. Can you imagine? You know, I would not imagine my granny dealing with cryptocurrency, according to another study of Kaspersky Lab, a guy from Russia. Well, they say that 8% of the world's population has already bought cryptocurrency.
Now finally it with cryptocurrencies.
Well, I believe so. What can be said about the positive market? News are almost about negative things.
We never mentioned a very important asset of the market. It's indices. And an index, I wanted to share a little information for those of you who don't know. Index is just comprised portfolio of several, maybe dozens or hundreds of companies that is actually more stable than just investing into one stock, into one company. And I wanted to tell a story, a nice story about Warren Buffett and how he bet for $1 million, or I'm not sure, that if he invests into SP index, which is Standard and Poor 500, he would put his money into this SP 500, and it would grow better than if he would trade it actively and buy different stocks and choose them himself. He just put that and forget about that. And
so why such a trust into the index?
He trusted into American economy. He thought that American companies would do much better than on average than any particular company would.
And makes sense.
In 10 years, actually, it turned out that he was absolutely right, and that his first initial investment grew by 7%, while his the people he betted with, protégé partners, they only got 2%.
AmericanExpress is an all-time leader with great marketing capital, in fact. So nowadays it's not about checks mostly, it is a highly developed service company which principal products or services of charging and issuing credit cards and just becoming a meaning of transactions, you know, of various sort for population and so on and so forth. So they've just announced their first quarter results, and they showed to be quite positive because total revenue has grown 7%, although that was slightly not as much as was expected by analysts. And on the other hand, the net income, although it was just 5% down, it hasn't affected the 2.1 cent United States dollar per shares, which they promised to pay in, so that was quite satisfying for investors. Yep, they're entering just a number of new businesses, and some of them are showing better results, like Merchant and Network Service Division. It saw a 22% income rise, and now the shares of American Express are actually at their all-time peak at 114 USD per share, which at the peak which was actually achieved in late November 2018.
I just wanted to mention that dollar is also like doing good, and this means bad news for gold. And
right,
you just heard about that every time dollar is rising, gold is no one is interested in gold, and now it got down to 1270.
Yes, quite different things. Yeah.
What I wanted to. So yeah, I promised you a joke. A week ago or so, there was an IPO of Zoom Video Communications. Do you use conference services? Like, this is the one you would probably use. And everyone, it was a success, and it is a success still, but the funny thing is that there is one more company called Zoom Technologies. It's a Chinese company with 14 million capitalization and 10 people in staff. And their stocks, like 2 weeks ago, they were less than 1 cent each. But many people confused Zoom Technologies and Zoom Video Communications and bought Zoom Technologies. And it rose to $5. So it's like 47,000% just because many people mistook Zoom Technologies for Zoom Video Communications. These are pretty similar names. Well,
well, I hope the guys were able to fix the income, and to sell their stocks in time.
Yes.
By the way, I just forgot to mention that American Express company is traded in our LH Crypto trading terminal.
Yeah, and not Zoom Technologies, but only Zoom Video Communications. So if you traded with LH Crypto, you wouldn't make that mistake.
So hurry up to open your account. Bluffing is over for now because we have sad news from Germany. Deutsche Bank and Commerzbank, after nearly 6 weeks of talks, announced that they're cancelling their plans for mergers. In fact, that wasn't their desire and wish. Government officials believed that, this will somehow recover and restructure, reboot their business practices. But actually, regulators, who are actually colleagues of government, but they were against it because they said, well, that will definitely reduce the competition since super big bank would appear. Merger would result in the loss of jobs by 30,000 people. Well, and it is always sad not to remember all the labor unions and how powerful are they in Germany. So, yeah, the decision was obvious, but still, the future of both banks is now obscure.
It's not obscure, they will be doing great.
Because they are too big to fail. So, well, have the best.
Waiting for my time to become a grandpa.
Yeah, so this is the signal that the video is coming to an end, but your weekends are coming to the beginning. So enjoy your free time. Take care of yourself after weekend, of course, and may the profit be with you.
During weekend too. May the profit be with you.
Yeah.